Hey, it's James. I'm the unofficial mayor of Cowboy Country. Welcome back to the channel. Um, I just want you to know before I start that I have listened to some of your or read some of your comments. Full disclosure, I found out recently I have anemia. So I've been taking iron pills, trying to boost my energy level. I've actually been changing my diet. I haven't drank any pop in like 3 weeks. I don't want to get into a huge thing about that here because, that's not what this channel is about. I can just tell you, read stories about soda pop. It's very acidic and it's not very good for you. So I've been cutting it out of my diet, just trying to do things better. I can't tell you, the office is not done yet. So I had to come to a secret, undisclosed location. We are going to talk about medium-sized stadiums. I realize that, I've done stadiums above 50,000 in capacity. I can't call these small because under 50,000, but really what we're looking at here is between 25 to 50,000. When you get below 25,000, with the exception of Charlotte, and they were honorable mention on this list, I would call them medium-sized stadiums. So without further ado, like I said, honorable mention Charlotte. Charlotte looks really good. I did a video on Charlotte's, the 49ers stadium. I know they're going to expand, so when they do that, they may or may not get onto the top 5. I may have to do a top 10 at that point. But number 5 is going to be SMU. And you're like, well, why would you put SMU on here before the construction is done? Remember the criteria: parking, seating, your seats, concessions, and the overall aesthetic of the stadium. Those are the things I look for when I look for a stadium. SMU knocks it all out of the ballpark when it comes to parking, because across the highway from the university, they have a tower, which is basically like a classroom building. This is set up for students who live off campus, who still take classes at SMU. Now on Saturdays, obviously they're not having class. So if you park over there and walk, if you're willing to walk, parking is free. So obviously kudos to SMU for that. That was amazing. Trust me, when the construction is done, they are going to be higher on this list. So we'll see what happens. Number 4, Wake Forest. Oh my gosh. I'm going to show some pictures here. Wake Forest looks amazing. Unfortunately, on one side. If they did the other side the same way, it would be phenomenal. It would probably be number 1 on this list. The problem is on the opposite side of where the clubs and suite seats are is where the tennis facility is. So I don't know if they could cram that in there or not. But Wake Forest did a fantastic job with their football stadium. And kudos to them. They did. It wasn't at their football stadium, at their basketball arena. Wake Forest has this super cool veterans memorial where they have like a literal pole for each veteran that served in World War I, World War II, Korea, Vietnam. It's amazing. So kudos to Wake Forest for doing that. Number 3, Duke. I know Duke, Wallace Wade doesn't have a good reputation. But if you go and see it in person, concessions are decent, tons of chairback seats, and a parking garage within walking distance. So that's why it gets points with me. I just thought it was a great stadium. The only drawback was when I tried to film Duke's stadium, there was this really grouchy person setting up for graduation, and she's like, "You can't film the loading dock." And it's like, could care less about your loading dock. I was trying to film your indoor practice facility. So whoever that was, University of Duke, call off your guard dogs, because obviously I'm not going to do anything illegal. I'm not going to go into a place where I'm not welcome. Of course, when I did their basketball facility, the usher asked me what I was doing there, and I told her. She actually walked me around. So kudos for that. Number 2, Minnesota. I just was up there recently. It is absolutely gorgeous. Parking, it's okay. It's not great. There's decent amount of parking. I love the Veterans Memorial there at Minnesota. Excellent job. And of course, the open end is so that the fans inside the stadium can see the skyline of Minneapolis. So great job with that stadium. Number 1. And the weird thing is, it didn't dawn on me until it's like, wait a minute, Baylor's McLean Stadium doesn't hold 50,000. So they technically qualify for this segment. So number 1, McLean Stadium. I love it. It's right by the Brazos River. I love the green up above. The glass is tinted green. So when you drive by the stadium late at night, you can see the green in the stadium. You can see it during the day, but at nighttime it looks so much better. I love the fact that you can go sailgating. What a great facility. And their new basketball arena is going to be fantastic too. It's also by the river. So those are my top 5 medium-sized stadiums. If I left one off, if you feel there should be something in my list, please leave a comment below. I'd love to hear your feedback. So I did ask for feedback about the whole the thumbnails. I don't really know what to do about that. I usually try to put in the thumbnail the very beginning, so the title of the video is in the thumbnail. Maybe I should do something different. I don't know. If you have an idea on how I can improve the thumbnails, just leave a comment below. I'll see it in a day or two, and I'll try to implement it. So I'm open to making this channel better. I mean, we're almost halfway to 1,000. By all means, if you love sports, tell your friends. Or if you have friends that love sports, tell your friends. Because there's a good chance I've done a stadium on one of their favorite teams. I've literally been from Utah to the Carolinas, as far north as Minnesota and Ohio State and Nebraska, all the way down to here in Texas. Texas TCU, Texas State, Baylor, Texas Tech, a whole host of smaller schools here in Texas. Been to Florida a couple times, done a bunch of their stadiums. I've done Florida State, Miami, UCF. So recently I just did Georgia and Clemson and University of South Carolina. So if you are new to the channel, please hit like and subscribe. We are working on an office space for me so that I can do better videos. And of course, next month, don't forget, I am going to Oklahoma State at Arizona State University. So I will get both Arizona and Arizona State's stadiums on video. So until next time, I hope you have a great day. And as always, go Pokes. Bye. And by the way, thank you for watching.